you know the words we often hear: devil, demon, monster, or beast are not separate beings, but exist within humans themselves. That's why one human can inflict such cruelty on another that it's unimaginable even in dreams. This story is about an incident where an entire family was wiped out overnight, leaving the whole area in shock. Even the police were baffled at first about what had happened. Hello friends, how are you? Today we'll discuss the Singh family case of Sitapur, Uttar Pradesh. This tragic story unfolds in a village under Rampur police station in Sitapur district. Late one night, Ajit Singh, the younger son of the family's relative, ran to the doorstep of his aunt's house, crying and trembling, saying, "Aunt, it's all over. Anurag has killed everyone." Anurag, Ajit's elder brother, lived next door. Hearing this, the aunt rushed to Anurag's house. Outside, she found Anurag's 3 children, 12-year-old daughter Arana, 9-year-old daughter Ashvi, and 4-year-old son Advik lying in pools of blood. Seeing this, she collapsed to the ground, wailing. Hearing her screams, villagers gathered, and Ajit, sobbing uncontrollably, kept saying, "It's all over." The question arose, if the children were outside, where were the other family members? Ajit revealed that Anurag had thrown the children off the roof. Some villagers entered the house and found Anurag lying dead in one room, covered in blood. In another room was his and Ajit's mother, Savitri Devi, also dead with severe head injuries. Anurag's wife Priyanka was missing. The search led to the terrace, where Priyanka's body was found on a cot. In total, 6 people in the household had been killed, 3 children outside, 2 adults in separate rooms, and 1 on the terrace. The horrific sight sent shockwaves through the village. The police were called, and relatives were informed. Amid the chaos, a man named Prabhakar noticed that 2 of the children, Ashvi and Advik, were still alive, their fingers trembling and faint breaths detectable. Prabhakar quickly arranged for a vehicle to take them to the hospital. However, on the way, Ashvi succumbed to her injuries, and Advik passed away outside Lucknow's trauma center. When the police arrived 45 minutes later, they were stunned by the gruesome scene. Out of the 7 people in the house, 6 were dead. The sole survivor, Ajit, recounted the events. According to Ajit, his elder brother Anurag, an alcoholic with mental health issues, had a history of violent behavior. The previous night, after a heated argument with Ajit, Anurag retreated to his room. Later, around 2:33 am, Ajit heard gunshots from the terrace and saw Anurag shoot Priyanka. Fearing for his life, Ajit locked himself in his room. He later heard more gunshots and waited until dawn when he ran to his uncle's house to seek help. The police, along with villagers, pieced together that Anurag, in a fit of rage and under the influence of alcohol, killed his mother, wife, and children before taking his own life. Anurag's erratic behavior was well known. A former farmer with extensive agricultural knowledge, he had a history of substance abuse and mental instability. His father, Virendra Singh, a respected farmer, had passed away in 2023, leaving behind significant land and assets. Anurag, once a promising student who pursued a BSc in agriculture and even attempted civil services exams, had eventually succumbed to alcoholism and erratic behavior, bringing tragedy upon his family. This horrific case left the entire village in mourning and served as a chilling reminder of how unchecked addiction and mental health issues can devastate lives. This family was quite wealthy. Anurag's wife, Priyanka, lived in the Lucknow flat with their 3 children. Priyanka's maternal grandfather had once been the chief minister of Uttar Pradesh, and her maternal uncle was a prominent politician. This connection made the Sitapur incident highly high profile. Anurag and Priyanka's children studied at the renowned CM school in Lucknow. Priyanka worked at a high-ranking position in an insurance company. Meanwhile, Anurag lived in the village, managing farming activities, while his wife and children stayed in Lucknow. However, Priyanka frequently visited the village with the children. Anurag's younger brother, Ajit Singh, was a government primary school teacher in Mahmudabad, a village in Sitapur district. He was married to a woman named Viva, and they had 2 daughters. The family resided in Mahmudabad, but occasionally visited their ancestral home. Anurag also had a sister, Nisha, who was married to Akhailendra Singh, a teacher from Kamalapur. Ajit Singh informed the police that Anurag and Priyanka did not have a good relationship and frequently argued. On May 10th, Priyanka had come to the village with their children. Being successful and earning well from a respectable job, Priyanka often criticized Anurag, accusing him of not working properly, living in the village, and drinking excessively. These disputes strained their relationship. The police deduced a motive for the murders from these circumstances. Gradually, senior police officers, including the IG crime team, SOD, forensic experts, the STF from Lucknow, and a dog squad, arrived at the crime scene for investigation. Upon inspection, the police found a locally made pistol Desi Kata under the bed in the room where Anurag's body was discovered. A hammer was found in Priyanka's hands. The bodies of 2 children were transported to Lucknow by vehicle, while the remaining bodies were sent to the hospital for post-mortem. The district SP gave a statement around 11 am, declaring Anurag Singh responsible for all the murders. He stated that Anurag was an alcoholic, quarrelsome, and mentally unstable, with a strained relationship with his wife. The police reported that Anurag shot Priyanka with a pistol and struck her with a hammer. He also attacked his mother with the hammer. His eldest daughter, Arna, was shot near her ear, with the bullet passing through her head, and she was also attacked with a hammer. Similarly, the other 2 children were attacked with a hammer and then thrown from the rooftop. After committing these horrific acts, Anurag returned to the room and shot himself. The body was sent for postmortem, and the report was yet to arrive. The entire investigation was pending. However, the police shared their theory with the media based solely on Ajit Singh's statement. The villagers believed Ajit was an addict, but did not consider him mentally unstable. Ajit was intelligent and had excelled academically since childhood. He had even prepared for civil services and was doing well in farming. If he had any mental illness, he would have been treated, but there was no such case. Only Ajit claimed that Anurag was mentally unstable. Since a brother said so, the police accepted it as truth. Priyanka's brothers submitted a written complaint to the police suspecting Ajit Singh. They stated that when they needed Ajit's vehicle to take 2 children to the hospital in the morning, he pretended to look for the keys for 45 minutes and eventually refused to give them. They alleged Ajit wanted the children to die, hence his refusal. There were disputes between Ajit and his brother-in-law over property, which may have led Ajit to commit the crime with accomplices. Villagers also reported Ajit's reluctance to provide the car keys, but hesitated to speak or help openly due to fear of police action. Prabhakar, who had taken the children to the hospital, was also taken into custody for questioning, even though he had only helped. The police found no evidence of robbery, as all belongings in the house were intact, and the doors were undamaged. Villagers had heard gunshots but paid little attention. The police suspected an insider and considered property disputes as the motive. Priyanka's brother's accusations gained weight, and Ajit Singh was detained for questioning. Further investigations revealed disputes over property between Anurag's family and his uncle R.P. Singh. The family had co-owned land, but R.P. Singh had gradually taken over parts of it through deceit. This caused significant tension, especially after Anurag's father passed away in 2023. The postmortem report revealed inconsistencies in the theory that Anurag killed his family and himself. Anurag's head had multiple injuries, including 2 bullet wounds and a blunt force trauma that fractured his skull. The forensic analysis concluded that the murders were orchestrated by someone else. Further interrogations revealed Ajit Singh's involvement. He harbored resentment towards his family over property disputes and financial struggles. His plan to drug the family failed as they didn't consume the spiked meal. Later, he executed the murders systematically, using a hammer and a firearm. Ajit confessed that he killed Priyanka first, followed by the children, his brother Anurag, and their mother. His motive stemmed from long-standing grievances over property and feeling undervalued in the family. The case unraveled through rigorous police investigations, including recreations of the crime scene and detailed forensic analysis, which eventually led to Ajit's confession.